So what are the best broadheads for deer? Today I'd like to talk about some of the broadheads I've been using over the last few years, ranging from fixed blades to mechanicals. Up until about a few years ago I never used mechanicals. I always steered away from them. I didn't necessarily like them. I tried one or two here and there. I've seen others use them. I wasn't really sold on it. I always liked the idea of a solid fixed blade. But depending on where you're hunting, like for instance out west, if you're hunting certain areas, you can only use fixed blades. But mostly for whitetail deer, a lot of hunters are using mechanical these days. So I've broken things down into three categories that I consider when I'm choosing a broadhead. Accuracy, penetration, and durability. Obviously, accuracy is probably the number one thing, at least it's on my list, number one. So you'll want an accurate broadhead. A lot of that has to do with bow tuning. A lot of that has to do with you, the shooter. So above all else, you have to practice. You have to have a good, you have to have a tuned bow, and you've got to be prepared. And the broadhead will do its job no matter what the broadhead, if it's hitting on target. But the first broadhead I want to consider is the QAD Exodus. Quality Archery Designs produces this broadhead. It's a fixed blade. It's very solid. It's all steel. Very short ferrule. Thick blades. Very thick blades. Okay. Very sharp blades. In terms of the three categories, we'll go one by one with each blade or each broadhead. Accuracy. It could be very accurate if you have a tuned bow. Alright, you're going to have to make adjustments, but you can get a lot of accuracy. I've shot deer with every broadhead here. There's three I've harvested deer with, so I've had experience firsthand in the field. This broadhead could be very accurate. In terms of accuracy, it's probably right up there with a lot of other heads. In terms of penetration, I'd rank it number one up against any broadhead. Alright, because I've shot through deer with these things, hitting spine, hitting ribs, and I've gotten a lot of pass-throughs. Durability, you could shoot this at a deer, pull it out of the ground, clean it off, and shoot it at another deer, and it'll cut almost just the same. And it comes with replacement blades. It's overall a good broadhead. I'd rank it very highly. The second one is the G5 Deadmeat broadhead. Okay, now this is a mechanical. You can see what this thing looks like. It's a mechanical. I like it because it's solid steel. Only negative part that the blades aren't machined. Okay. And it's very sharp. And another positive, it comes with a ballistic point, match point that you can practice with. It shoots the same as the broadhead and hits the wind and cuts the wind in the same way. So you put this in, you practice with this, and when you screw these on, it's basically, it is identical. I've shot them. Okay. Now in terms of accuracy, these are very accurate. Okay. Penetration, pretty good. I've had a pass through. I shot a buck with this last year. I had a pass through, but that was only one experience. But I'd say penetration is good. And durability, it lacks in durability. You get some broken blades. It's not as durable as the QAD Exodus. I'd rank the Exodus, the first one here, as number one in durability of the three that I've used. Okay. Now the next one is the Grim Reaper, and this is the Whitetail Special. It has a 2-inch diameter cut. I've never shot this one. I've shot other Grim Reapers, but not the Whitetail Special. The one that I shot had the 1.5 inch diameter cut. It's basically constructed the same way, except the blades don't cut as big as the diameter. But I'm going to try this year. I go back and forth between crossbow and a compound bow depending on the conditions. It's hard for me to hunt out of a blind because I'm taller and I need a really big blind. And so I like to use the crossbow in the blind. Particularly, I'm getting shoulder problems on my right shoulder from old sports injuries. So I may have to go crossbow full time. I don't know, it depends on the shoulder and how it goes, but nonetheless, in the blind I like to use a crossbow. So in the crossbow I use the Deadmeat Broadhead by G5, and this year I'm going to try this Grim Reaper Whitetail Special 2.5-inch diameter cut. It also comes with a practice tip that's ballistically designed to fly the same as the regular broadhead. So 3 heads here. You've got, from my left, the Exodus Quality Archery Designs Exodus fixed blade, and then you have the Whitetail Special by Grim Reaper in the middle, and then last you have the G5 Deadmeat. Accuracy, penetration, durability. I'd say the quad QAD Exodus pretty much top in 1, 2, and 3 accuracy, penetration, durability. The Whitetail Special. Other Grim Reaper broadheads were very accurate. Penetration was really good. Now these blades do break more easily for durability. And then the G5 Deadmeat broadhead, accuracy, good penetration, and the lowest point would be durability in my opinion. So maybe this idea will help you out, or sharing these will help you out and give you a better idea of what you want to do with broadheads. And I'm always experimenting. You might want to experiment too, but there's always seems to be an argument or some sort of discussion over broadheads. What are the best? Everybody has their broadhead or their favorite company. I don't pick sides. I pick what works, and I would advise that you do that too. Don't be afraid to experiment, try things out. There's always new things coming out there on the market. It's all about putting the buck down. It's all about putting the buck on the wall. It's all about, most importantly, the experience and getting out in the woods and conserving and being a good steward of wildlife and hunting. So good luck this year. It's getting closer. Western Pennsylvania, one section here starts in about a month. So I'm pretty excited. Getting ready to get out there, doing some final things on the land, getting some final scouting done on the public land. Good luck to you, and I'm looking forward to a great season. I'm seeing a lot of nice bucks out there.